Hi folks, I'm the new StarCadefan here. In the last episode, Mr. Yan actually gave us some wisdom, but will it actually stick? In this episode, we start our training with one thing missing. We've completely lost track of time and Reva's waiting for us. It's nice to know that he cares enough about me to offer advice, even if it's just because I stopped shop at his store. Whether or Whether or not that business about going not losing true is true to boof. Whether or not that business about go and not losing is true remains to be seen. Is an aversion of losing really that ingrained in my DNA? Go Mart. Huh. Alright, Mr. Yon. I'll admit that's pretty clever. It seems darker outside than when I came into the store. I reached to heck the time oh shit. Yeah. I have half a dozen missed calls from Reva. Did that go match seriously take more than an hour? An urgent need to get back to my apartment replaces my thoughts of Mr. Yon and board games. I weave through pedestrians as best as I can while simultaneously texting an apology to Reva. My feet carry me as fast as they can. If Reva got tired of waiting in front of my door and left, I'm screwed. I pant my way up my apartment stairs and pause in the hallway to find that she isn't there. Frustrated, I sigh and uh, force open my door that we forgot to lock, by the way. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Why didn't I keep track of time? Why now? Why when so much is on the line? As I rack my brain for an excuse I can offer Jet, I look up to find my apartment is already occupied. You're late. She rises from her seat on my bed and points at the computer. Ladder. How are you in my room? The door was not locked. I let myself in when you failed to answer my calls. You just came in? Yes. My breathing calms as my panic subsides. I forgot to lock my door, huh? I guess this is better than showing up to find my computer missing. Yeah, gonna have to get better on that. Wait, okay, sorry. I got caught up with some old guy here. With a rustle, I reach into a bag I'm carrying, hand a drink to Reva. Caught up? Reva takes my offering with so much as looking at it. Whether or not she's actually gonna drink it, well, I've done my due diligence as a host. It's hard to explain. You do not need to explain your relationship with an old man if you'd rather not. Even though I'm pretty sure it's a joke, Reva doesn't smile to show it. I offer a nervous laugh and fall into my computer chair, trying to move on from the topic of my tardiness. So, um, right, ladder, is there something you think I need to practice? You want to match against Protoss players only. Quit the match if your opponent is a Terran or a Zerg. Wait, but my ranking. With a few keystrokes, I'll display my proudly earned Grandmaster badge, accompanied by a rank in the double digits. Well, somebody once said that no matter who you are in this world, there's gonna be someone better than you. Reva, well, she's better than Mach. If I only two-thirds of my games tonight, I'm gonna lose a bunch of ladder points. Are your ladder points really that important? In the grand scheme of things, they're not. Absolutely. Well, without a word, Reva takes the mouse from me and logs off with StarCraft 2. Her fingers dance across the keyboard, and a second later, we're logged into her barcode account. The Grandmaster badge accompanying Reva's anonymous username is ranked even higher than mine. Yikes. Play on this one then. I do not care about ladder rank, neither should you. I scratch behind my head and have the sense to look embarrassed. She's right, it's pretty dumb for me to worry about ladder rank right now at a time like this. With a nod and a click, I search my first match of the night. It takes a handful of games before I finally matched up against a Protoss. He's got one of those weird names with random capital. Yeah, this is early 2000s everything. Early 2000s message boards, YouTube, Yahoo chats, may it rest in peace, etc. Reva sits just over my shoulder from the edge of my bed. Eyes fast on the monitor. Your APM is low. I wince and respond with a flurry of unnecessary keystrokes. I've never cracked 300 APM, even when I'm focused on doing so. A minute or two passes without comment, though it's hard to tell whether or not she means I think I'm playing well. Your engineering bays are late. Are they? Damn it. I whip my mouse hard and box a pair of SCVs and slam down on the two delayed structures. I check his army composition with a scan and decide I'm ready to challenge him. Delayed upgrades or no, I managed to keep a close enough eye on my opponent's tech that I have a massive swell of Vikings on by the time its Colossus comes into play. His army gets caught in an awkward position when he tries to establish its third base, allowing me to power forward into its base. It's the one I normally celebrate with a self-assured smile. But Reva, over my shoulder, I'm forced to feign humility in my victory. I turn towards her and motion towards the screen. Well, what do you think? She adjusts her glasses and purses her lips, taking a long moment to decide on her response. He was bad, but you capitalized on his mistakes, so I have no major complaint. A good player wouldn't let you obtain free information. Use your scans wisely. I thought I used them pretty well, didn't I? Scouting is one of the things I'm best at. Not particularly. You should always aim to be better. I'll grumble and turn to queue up another game. Yet another thing to focus on, I guess. I had thought that Reva's low-key attitude might have made her a little bit lenient with my mistakes, but she's not all that different from Jet. Mine is how she delivers her criticism. My next match is on the largest map in the current ladder pool. I have a pretty easy time defending my expansions with the way the map's choke points are constructed. Rather than poke and prod with Marines or go for an early aggression, I throw down a quick third base in the far flung corner of the map. Shortly I begin my natural expansion. Pulling off this kind of tactic is incredibly rewarding if it goes unscouted. I'm practically guaranteed to win. But this ain't Reva's style. Why are you doing that? Practice something useful. I shift my gaze inside to find Reva uncomfortably close to both me and the monitor. What if I decide to have an expansion against Bolt? Are you gonna risk the team on a coin flip? Cancel it and aim for a long game. Reva offered advice too firm to be called a suggestion. I find myself moving the mouse and do as instructed. This calf is gonna set me back a fair bit. Yeah, you're planning to try not to fail. I gear up for a drawn-out match by focusing on my upgrades and base defense. It's not long before my Protoss opponent and I have split the map in half and are jockeying for position. Build more defenses. You can afford a dozen planetary fortresses. Was that really necessary? Mock, your opponent is Protoss. Protoss players will stop at nothing to cheat an honest Terran out of an earned win. Funny, I typically I typically imagine balanced whiners as loud and obnoxious in real life. I wonder if she quit playing random out of guilt. Still, I oblige her and cram as many static defense structures as I can into a vital choke point. There is an observer over your army. I squint to find that she's right. Damn, how did I not catch that earlier? With a scan, I pick up the Protoss scout and reposition my units. It takes a few minutes to adjust my army composition to one that better suits the extreme late game, but I'm soon ready to clash with my opponent. At this point, StarCraft becomes less about strategy and more about patience. It's important to know when to stalk and when to pounce. I sense an opening at the last and rushed my opponent's weak flank. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see Reva tensing up. Invested as much as I am in the outcome of the battle, but try as I might, my snipes don't connect with the High Templar scattered amongst the Protoss army. He drowns my units in a psi storm and steamrolls down the center of the map, destroying my constructed defenses along the way. I struggle pointlessly to mount a counteroffensive, but the damage is done. I'm forced to tap out a GG and quit the match in a huff. He controlled his army better than you did. I spit in my chair to face Reva with a frown. If he didn't, I would have won. Oh, that was so close. Yes, it was. At least she can concede a point to my credit when it's deserved. But damn, that match took a while. As long as go with Mr. Yarn, if not longer. What time do you need to leave? Are you throwing me out? What? No, I'm not saying if you need to be home at a certain time, let me know. I do not. Okay. And here's where I'm going to end it. If you liked everything that you've seen so far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it does help the channel out a lot. Anyway, I'm the newstarcadefan saying thanks for watching, have a good day or night wherever you are, and bye for now.